All right, let me show you some of the key features on this particular bow. This is a Barnett Hyperghost 405. It's decorated in a unique version of mossy oak tree stand that is exclusive to the guys at Barnett. I've been really impressed with this bow right out of the box. We just assembled it, put it together, zeroed it, and got it ready to roll in a matter of probably 30 minutes, and it is dead on accurate. Some of the unique pieces to this bow. This is a patented tech on Barnett crossbows. They call that a step through. You know, when you're cocking your bow, you can step there and stabilize it. Keeps it safe. There's a lot of stored energy in the bow when you're cocking it with a rope cocker, and so that's a nice secure way to do that. Step right through the riser. What I really like about this is there's a dry fire safety. So there's a two-stage safety. You've got your regular safe and fire switch like common on any weapon, but this one, if there's not a bolt in and all the way in, properly seated, this thing will not fire. So if you put the wrong kind of bolt in here or the wrong knock and it doesn't make it past that dry fire safety, this thing won't fire. So I think that's fantastic because there is, again, so much stored energy in a crossbow. Safety's got to be number one. And on that note, you've got the finger guards here. You know, number one thing from a safety perspective with crossbow when shooting is making sure that your fingers remain below that rail. And this thing will keep you from making that mistake. If you're jacked up on adrenaline, you have a big deer coming in, that thing will keep you from making a bad mistake. Additional features on this bow, it comes with a halo scope. Been impressed with this too, has lit reticle. The spacing between the internal dots can be adjusted based on the feet per second. There's a feet per second dial on the scope. So you adjust at the feet per second that your bolt is flying out of here and your dots will be accurate as we just demonstrated, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's also, like I said, lit reticle, green or red, increasing and decreasing intensity of light depending on, you know, what your light conditions are. I like that because a lot of times when you're hunting a crossbow, you're hunting from a blind. You know, inside a blind is dark most time, and you never think about that until you're hunting. And say it's a bright, sunny day or sun shining out where your target is. If you're in the dark, a lot of times it's difficult to see what you're looking at, especially on a vertical bow. You can't really see your pin. So I like a lit reticle, even if it isn't, you know, low light conditions. Some additional cool features on this bow. It's got a little compartment there where you can use, Barnett has a aftermarket piece you can put on here to hand crank this bow if the string cocking device is too much for you. Maybe it's a younger kid or an older person, somebody with back issues. You can mount that in there and it's like reeling a fishing rod and crank it right up. But if you don't want to use that, you just close that down and never use it. Another cool feature is this stabilizer bar. Anybody that's shot offhand, really from any position, having a stabilizer bar keeps your contact with your shoulder, so you're not dependent on holding the crossbow up with this arm. You can use that to stabilize it, but the weight really is kind of counterbalanced by that under your arm. So your left arm, if you're a right-hander, your left arm doesn't have to support the whole weight of the bow. It makes you a lot more stable if you have to shoot it from an offhand position. As much as I can, I like to shoot crossbows from a rest, whether that's off the ledge of a climbing tree stand or out of a box blind or, you know, even a ground blind. I'll bring a tripod with me. Anytime I can, I'm going to shoot it off a crossbow, or off of a tripod. But if I can't, that's a heck of a cool feature. All in all, pretty extraordinary piece of equipment. Like I said, straight out of the box, you know, this bow was in a box 30 minutes ago and it is 100% ready to roll right now. And I'd be comfortable taking this in the field and taking a shot at, you know, well, hopefully we'll take a shot at a whitetail with it tonight.